G'day and welcome to Wine Week. I'm Danny.
And I'm Brad.
And we're starting to get awfully close to the end of the year.
Christmas is that close, you can smell it.
It is. Have you finished your Christmas shopping?
No.
No.
I may not have started.
I've got like 1.5 presents to get. I can't tell about one of them on the show because it's wine related and I know somebody who's going to get it watches. So we won't talk about that. But let's talk about some wine that won't be a present.
Look, and let's talk about one of our favourites. We always talk about Rieslings, but look, drinking over Christmas, you're looking for great value white wine. Why go past a Riesling? And look, this is one of the Knappstein Rieslings. Now, we had a few of the Knappsteins come across the desk recently, and Knappstein doing some great work. They've got a number of different Rieslings that they do. This one is their Hand Picked Riesling. Now, again, we always talk about this, great value for money. This bottle we actually saw in the stock shops for $15 a bottle, which is just great buying. Now, this is the 2010, so this is the current fresh out of the barrels release. And look, it is another great release from Knappstein, who have got a tradition of producing great Rieslings from the Clare Valley. We talk about great Rieslings from Clare and Eden Valley, just depending on your personal preference, but particularly around the Watervale region here. And look, these lovely, fresh, limey, citrusy characters, and look, we love it. Knappstein Rieslings are really good buying it, especially around $15. It's sensational.
Yep, you could do worse than have that at your dinner table for Christmas Day. And speaking of stuff for the dinner table Christmas Day, the Bay of Fire's Pinot Noir. Now, the classic match with Pinot Noir, obviously duck. People talk about it all the time. Gamey meats, duck. It's, I think, even on the Bay of Fire's website, which has improved out of sight in the last year, thank God, because, gee, it was a terrible website in the past. But, look, yeah, you could match this up with duck, and it goes so beautifully. Tasmanian Pinot Noirs are wonderful at the moment. It's, very cool climate down there, long ripening seasons, which allow the grapes to develop beautifully so that they're not just straight big gobs of cherry. They've actually got a bit of mouthfeel, a bit of subtlety to them. This, though, great, very much in that mould, but it would go so well with a baked ham because it is bright and cherry at the same time as being nice and subtle at the same moment. So with a baked ham, Christmas Day, wrap your laughing gear around that. Sub $30, beautiful.
Look, goes well with duck. Now, some people, if they follow the American mould, might have turducken. Turkey, duck, and chicken.
The bacon turducken.
Oh, lots of meat.
Yeah.
Look, finishing something that would probably go well with red meats if you're going down that path on Christmas Day. And look, this wine is a great little story about this. This is the Schild Estate Shiraz, the 2008 vintage. Now, these guys have just been quietly going along their business, but quietly putting out some terrific wines at amazing prices. Now, this bottle we actually picked up for $16. Now, for a $16 bottle of wine, you're thinking this would be great value for drink now and all of that, but this one actually made it into the Wine Spectator magazine's top 10 wines of the year globally. Now, not just in Australia, but around the world. It came in at number 7. Now, the quote out of that magazine was, "This might be the best value top 10 wine ever produced." And look, this wine actually, it's not the first time they've made it into the top 100. They've done it before, but to make it into the top 10 is great. So, look, it's actually quite an approachable Barossa Shiraz right now, and it's not probably as big and blockbustery as some of them. So, if you like your Barossa Shiraz with a hint of elegance there and amazing value for money at under $20 a bottle, then you really need to go out and check out this Schild Estate because it's got the lovely plummy Barossa fruit Shiraz up there, but quite well integrated oak, and it's a really lovely drink now style as well. So congrats to these guys because that's a big gong, and I'm sure they'll be selling out everything from the 2008 vintage off the back of that.
Yeah, I'm sure these guys are going to have a very Merry Christmas. If you get hold of one, maybe you will be too. Look, Merry Christmas from us. Make sure you're watching. Next episode, we'll be talking about the best dozen.
Yes, tradition at Wine Week headquarters. We've been scratching down our best wines for the year, so it should be a big episode next week.
Should be a ripper. Have a great time until then, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.